Look, I'm not even going to do the introduction. Hit the subscribe button. You already know what time it is, but because of that nonsense that happened at the end of the game, I have to address this outright. Now, y'all already know the tone and tenor that I carry when it comes to people. So obviously, I hope that Morris is okay. I pray that he is healed. I pray that he is not having any long-term effects from this. Obviously, the most important thing is player safety and health. So Yoke, Morris, anybody that ever has any incident where you have to even think about a stretcher, that has to be dealt with and talked about. But here's the facts, and this is what I hate. And when I say I hate, I strongly dislike about NBA culture. The fact of the matter is Marquise Morris, when Yoke was coming up the court, instead of just regular fouling him, which he had an opportunity to do so, he bodied him through his shoulder and his whole upper body into Yoke's rib cage. They had been fouling Yoke all night, and y'all already know how Yoke is about not getting foul calls. Yoke never should have retaliated in the manner that he did, 1,000%. But let me explain something to you. When Marquise Morris gave that energy, that negative energy out there, and he fouled him way harder than he needed to, and the Heat announcer had the audacity to act like he didn't do anything or deserve any of what happened, and they acted like they didn't see the play live. I watched it. When he fouled him like that, I'm like, why in the heck did he hit him that hard? And then when Yoke ran up on him, I already knew what time it was. Here's the reality. In the NBA, players put on this tough guy front where they act like they these hard dude, bodying people, hard fouling them. And then all they do is they step in your face and they talk. No punches strong because you don't want nobody fighting. But the Morris twins, 2 years ago in the bubble with Paul Millsap with Marcus, John, down 3-1. That's why you're getting sent home. And then they come out and lose. And then Marquise Morris is just like his brother. So he fouls Yoke. And then because this is the game, you got to understand the game in the NBA. When you do a hard foul, you always turn away because you want the other player to retaliate. And let me tell you, this is from personal experience. I'm not giving you no speculation. This is what happened. When you on the football field, in college football, always a D1 linebacker, tried out for the NFL. When you step on the field, you have little things that you do to try to get ahead. So whenever you see an opportunity, when somebody tries to hard foul you, cheap shot you, you always make it look worse than what it was because that's how you sell the moment to the referees. So what happened was Marquise Morris hard fouls Yoke. He knows he did it. He knows he went over the top. He's irritated because he's getting busted. So what he does, he turns around instead of facing Yoke up. And Yoke, because he's pissed, because you already know how Yoke gets, he throws his whole bow into his back, and Marquise falls over on the ground, and he's on the ground for the next 5 minutes. I already know Yoke shouldn't have done it, but that's not the conversation. The facts are that this NBA culture is so soft that the announcers, everybody else is looking at Yoke like, Yoke, what did you do? Why would you do that? It's like, what are you talking about? If this was the NFL, if this was college football, I'm guaranteeing you right now, you do something like that. Again, let me just go ahead and put it like this. Because again, I got to somehow delineate the culture. Again, y'all, we just speaking 100 with each other. If that happened on the college football field with one of my teammates, and I saw it, we're going straight face to face and we're blowing up. It's like, bro, what are you doing? It's pushing, it's shoving, something is happening. We had fights in practice over stuff smaller than that. So the NBA has this real soft culture where, again, it's not right, but it's not right because Morris started it and Yoke finished it. The fact is Morris got thrown out for a flagrant because he went over the top and then Yoke responded in kind. But Morris, instead of facing him up, turned around and played the game. And then on top of that, if he don't miss a couple of games because of a neck injury, because of whiplash, concussion, then bro, he played the game the perfect way. So don't get in my DMs, don't get on my Twitter, don't get on the YouTube channel out here talking about like, oh my gosh, like what was Yoke? Bro, these are grown men, bro. What do you think gonna happen? You think people like getting hacked at every day like that? Again, it's not about making excuses. It's the psychology of it. And again, I don't even have to address more than once, more than twice already, that Yoke shouldn't have did what he did. That ain't got nothing to do with it. The facts are that in the NBA, you're allowed to do that kind of soft, nonsensical, wrong stuff that Morris does. And then when you get the same energy brought back to your doorstep, it's a problem. So yeah, I'm fired up about this because I'm so sick of people acting like that's so then this is the thing, man. I'm looking at my Twitter, seeing these basketball analysts come out like, oh my gosh, that was despicable. Oh, he needs to be suspended, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dog, have y'all not watched a football game? I don't understand what you think another grown man is going to do. I got to spend 6 minutes talking about this because Morris took it over the top. He started that mess. He didn't want to get in his face and finish it. Yoke took it to another level, met the energy that Marquise put out there, and now we in this situation. We spent in the first 6 minutes talking about a great game, missing the two best players outside of Yoke on the Denver Nuggets, and now we got to talk about this mess. Because instead of Marquise taking his butt whooping like a man, and just simply giving him a regular foul, he then bodies him. Go look at the replay. Bodies Yoke. Yoke responds out of that Serbian Sombor pride that he carries. That's OD. Overdoing it sometimes. It's too much. The take fouls, what happened in the playoffs with spiking after the ball last year. Again, man, we already know Yoke got a temper, bruh. But Yoke, he goes through so much on a game-by-game basis on the foul standpoint that he gets frustrated. I watched this man since 2014. It sucks because we shouldn't be talking about this right now. This should be about the fact that Nikola Jokic went out there tonight, had 25 points, 15 rebounds, 10 assists on 10 of 14 shooting, and had a freaking great game. First triple-double of the year. It was a plus 14 tonight. And Will Barton came out 25, 5, and 6, and maybe his best game of the year. 9 of 14 from the field, 7 of 9 from the three-point line, with 1 steal, and a plus 18. Nikola Jokic was the best defensive and offensive player on the court right now. Best defensive and offensive player on the court in the NBA right now. He's out of his mind spectacular. Out of his mind spectacular. But I can't even pay homage to the fact that I can't even talk about the bench. And the second you're not having Facundo Campazzo in it. Because now I have to deal with this stupid situation where Yoke might possibly be suspended over some nonsense. Over some stuff that never should have happened. Yet another time. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm hot, man. Right now, Jokic averaging 25.4 points a game. This is before today's game. 25.4 points a game, 13.6 rebounds a game, 5.7 assists per game, on 61% from the field, 40% from the three-point line, with a 35 overall PER. Suspension come and go. Retaliation is awful. Man, see, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. See, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's what I'm saying, bro. And then Jimmy Butler's running his mouth, talking. Of course he want to fight. Of course he want to do something. But this is my thing. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, Facundo Campazzo he didn't play at all tonight except in garbage time. Again, this is another time where the Denver Nuggets, they kept another team underneath 100. The Heat are the best team in the East, and they gave them a munder. Best team in the East, and they gave them a munder today. Best team in the East, and gave them a munder today. So, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's frustrating. It was 113-96 today. The Denver Nuggets, for the third time this year, scored over 110 points in the game, and they kept another elite team underneath 100 points. And I got to talk about the stupid nonsense with Marcus Morris. It's frustrating because that's not basketball. Make a basketball play, Marquise. Make a basketball play. If you got issues, do it on the court. If you was a better player, you could make more contributions where you wouldn't have to do gimmicky stuff like that. And then The MVP, you got to control your temper, man. I don't know what to tell you. Jokic feels like he has to defend himself there, but you can't. Y'all already know how I am as an individual, as a person. You cannot retaliate in violence like that. It is inexcusable. But the situations within a sporting event matter to how you arrived at that particular moment. And Marquise Morris did his job. Bench player, hardly a rotation player. He managed to get the MVP out of the game and might get him suspended. And that's where we are, because that's how the NBA is. On NBA TV, Jokic hit him hard. I like that. Again, Isaiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, two-time NBA Finals champion. But that's what it is, man. That was 1985 basketball. You can't do that in the 2020s. I know that Jokic shouldn't have done it. Y'all already know how I feel. But the facts of the matter is, you come at the MVP and you missed. You came at the MVP and you got what you wanted, but you missed. It sucks. I wish it never happened, but that's what it is, man. That's what it is. It's, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. People say a multi-game suspension for this, man. Anyway, y'all, I'm really frustrated. I'm really, really frustrated. I'm really, really frustrated with this. I'm the most frustrated I've ever been on one of these videos, because it's just the scenario surrounding how we got here. 25, 15, and 10 for the MVP on a historic year of 35.0 PER, and historic box plus minus, all-time box plus minus. But we got to talk about Marquise Morris making a bigger contribution of his career. And, you want things to be different. You don't want to be in a situation, but Jokic got to control himself better, man. But I'm so sick of that with the NBA. Because like I said, if this is the NFL, that's not a conversation. That's a fight. That's not a conversation in the NFL. That's a fight. Obviously, we're sorry it happened, but it is what it is. All right, y'all. Swipe a gang. I'll see y'all later.